So I would like you all to close your eyes. And today's topic is about overthinking. What can I do with respect to overthinking? So let's take a moment to close our eyes. So sit comfortably, close your eyes, and let's understand ourselves. Breathe in and breathe out. Just relax yourself. All that you need to do is just focus on your breath. Simply relax. And now ask yourself, do I overthink? Do I overthink? And breathe. And now ask yourself, what do I overthink about? What do I overthink about? And maybe there are several answers. One, two, three, four, maybe 5, 10 things that you think about. Doesn't matter. Categorize them. I think about this, and this. And let's say you categorize 5 things. Keep taking deep breaths while you're doing this. What do I overthink about? And see if you can come up with one thing that is topping the list. If at all, you can prioritize. What is this one thing that tops the list? Do not judge yourself. Be present to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Most often, this is what I think about. Whether it is health, money, relationships, self-worth, security, safety. What do I think about, overthink the most? Again, breathe. Take a few breaths. Once you're ready with the answer, gently open your eyes and write down whatever that came to you. Be honest with yourself. Just write down whatever came to you. This is what I overthink about, and this is what tops the list. So take a moment, take about a minute or two to journal this. So what is overthinking? Now imagine there is a cupboard stacked with, let's say, 100 books. And I want just one book, which is, let's say, book number 5. How difficult it is going to be to remove the book number 5 in a pile of 100 books stuffed in a cupboard. Difficult, right? Now let's say there is this other cupboard where about 10 books are arranged very neatly. And I want again the book number 5. Is it going to be easy to remove this cupboard which is cluttered with 100 books? Or is it going to be easy to remove in this cupboard, from this cupboard where there are only 10 books and neatly arranged. Obviously, the second cupboard where the books are neatly arranged. Correct? So overthinking is like this cluttered cupboard. Let me give you another analogy of this clutter that I'm talking about. We've seen a stream of water. What happens when I throw a stone in a pond, for example? There are hundreds of ripples, and then I cannot see what's beneath it. This is called clutter. This is called overthinking. Once the ripples are settled, I can clearly see what is beneath. Another metaphor. Imagine if I have to collect a lot of waste. Like every single day, I'm collecting a lot of waste and not throwing the garbage out. What is going to happen? Ultimately, my whole house is going to be full of clutter. This is called overthinking, collecting clutter. So we need to do a lot of mental house cleaning all the time. Let me show you one image for you to understand this much more clearly. It's like a cartoon. It's a little funny. So I'm going to read out this image that I'm showing it to you. Trump got elected as the president. So what is this person in blue who's an overthinker? What is he saying? Oh, the world is ending soon. Next time, Modi ne currency band kar di. Modi stopped the currency. Demonetization has happened. What is this overthinker thinking in his head? Oh God, the world is ending soon. Again, he hears something like riots are happening. Hindus and Muslims are fighting. What is he saying? What is he thinking, overthinking? Oh God, the world is ending soon. Next time, oh, you ordered a pizza 45 minutes back, but it's not yet come. What is this overthinking? Thinking, oh God, the world is ending soon. So this is what happens every time we overthink. We are collecting a lot of junk. We are collecting a lot of clutter. So why do we overthink? We clearly know that we should not overthink. And yet we overthink. Why do we overthink? So again, I would like you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and ask yourself these questions. I'm going to explain it later, but I want you to ask yourself these questions. What am I overthinking about? You've already identified that and you've written that. So now ask yourself, why do I overthink about this? Is it because of the past baggage? Have I already collected enough clutter? And this answer may hold true for you or not. It's okay. Just ask yourself, what is happening to me? Why am I overthinking about this? Is it because of my past baggage? Is it my habit, my conditioning? Is it because I'm used to overthinking? Is it my personality that I keep thinking and thinking and thinking? What causes me to overthink? Do I keep thinking things like what if, when, what, how, maybe, all these kind of confusing thoughts? Am I scared? Is it because of that I'm overthinking? What, why, how, maybe, what if? Take a deep breath and ask yourself, why do I overthink? Is it because whatever's inside of me, I cannot express? I just can't let it out. So instead, I keep on thinking, keep on thinking. Again, be honest to yourself. Why do I overthink? Or do I make assumptions? I've already made an assumption about myself, a judgment or an assumption about myself, about the situation, or about the other person, which is why I overthink. And it becomes a cyclical pattern of overthinking. Again, deep breathe and ask yourself, why do I overthink? And stay with your answer. I'm going to repeat, is it because of past baggage, conditioning, habit, the confused thoughts, what if, why, how, fearful thoughts? Is it because I can't express? I've kept everything inside of me. Or is it because I make judgments and assumptions? Or is there any other answer to this question? And if there is no answer, it's okay. Just keep asking yourself, why do I overthink? Stay present to your own self. Allow yourself to give you that answer of yours. Breathe, breathe deeply. And whenever you're ready with the answer, gently come back and write that answer in your sheets of paper or on your phone, whatever you want to write, just write it down. Why do I overthink? Once you've written the answer, let me explain this to you. So we usually overthink because of these these causes. We have so much past baggage that automatically our system, our brain or our mind or our emotions get into this auto thinking mode because there's already so much clutter. We don't know how to process the past clutter, the past baggage that we are driven to overthinking. It's like an autopilot mode. Sometimes it's a personality, it's a habit that we formed from childhood or through our teachers or through the like let's say for example, because I'm an engineer, I have this trained brain or the trained mind to kind of over analyze, overthink. Yeah, so ask yourself, do I overthink because it's my habit? Is it my conditioning? Then we overthink because we have these self doubts, these fearful doubts. What if, maybe, all of these things we cannot express. Sometimes we just can't express ourselves. So what do we unknowingly do? Just keep overthinking. Instead, if we let it out, like if you observe the kids, they are so free to express. They say it all. They don't think. They're not judging either themselves or others. Hmm? Also, sometimes we make assumptions. We assume. We assume that somebody is watching me, somebody is looking at me, and that, oh my God, what if I'm not looking nice? What if this happens? We make assumptions, which is why we overthink. So these are just some of the reasons why we overthink. Now, what happens because of overthinking? two things according to me, but lots of things. Two things that primarily happen is energy drain. Because there is so much clutter, so much clutter. Where does the clutter go and settle? In our body, in our system, in our mind, in our mental, emotional, body koshas, I would call it, in our energy system. Which is why, if you see, suppose in the morning when I wake up, and if I have to keep thinking, oh, what am I supposed to cook? What am I supposed to cook? I'm supposed to do this, X, Y, Z. Even if 10 minutes I kind of overthink, after 10 minutes, I'll be super tired, as if I've done some physical training. If you start to observe your own self, what happens because of overthinking? There is this left brain and the right brain. The overthinking happens in the left brain. So there's a lot of stuff that accumulates in the left brain. There is no space left. So imagine if I have overthought for 10 minutes, really overthought. After 10 minutes, let's say my husband is telling me something. Then I will say, I'm not able to understand because I've already clogged my brain so much. Also, people who are thinkers, let's say, for example, I'm an overthinker. I will suppress my feeling. I will no longer feel anything because I don't have the capacity to feel. We become hard because there is no capacity. There's clogging happening. And there is definitely an energy drain. Overthinking reduces our potential, reduces our capacity, reduces our emotional, whatever the word is. It really reduces a lot of things about ourselves. Mental, physical, emotional capacity. Confusion. One major cause for confusion is overthinking. I've overthought and overthought and over assumed so much that after that I'll say, okay, forget it. Let's say, for example, I need to buy two watches, whether this watch or that watch. Now, if I'm going to keep overthinking this, or that, after 10 minutes, I'll say, whatever you want to buy for me, it's okay, just buy whatever. I've given a simple example, but this is what happens with overthinking. In fact, overthinking adds to confusion. So I want you to ask, I really want you to close your eyes and ask yourself, what happens to me with overthinking? So close your eyes. And maybe you've written what you overthink about. So again, go back to that, what you've written, and ask yourself, this is what I overthink about all the time, or most of the time. What happens when I overthink? Take deep breaths and listen deeply to your body. Observe your physical sensations. What happens when I overthink? And it's your own answer. Whatever answer you think you have for yourself, that's what's happening to you. Where do I feel it in my body? Do I feel it in my brain? Do I feel it in my shoulders, legs, hands? What happens when I overthink? Do I get tired? Do I get confused? And gently open your eyes when you have the answer and write down your own answer. So take about a minute to write down your own answer as to what happens when you overthink. Now is the important question. What can I do to deal with this overthinking? So, what can you do? So, one very simple thing that you can do is maintain a diary, a to do list. It's very, very important. Sometimes we have, for office purposes, we have these to do lists and to do diaries. But we don't have the to do list and to do diaries for our emotional, personal stuff. I highly recommend all of you to maintain that. It has helped me tremendously. Like even the minutest things, I write it down. I write down my to do list and my to do diary. What is it that I need to do, maybe for the rest of the week or for the rest of the day? Every time a thought comes into my mind, oh, I have to do this, I write it down. How does it help? I don't have to rethink, oh, what did I have to do? My brain is no longer cluttered. The purpose is to declutter ourselves. How can we declutter? How can we stop overthinking or deal with overthinking? One, very simple, is to maintain a to do list, a diary for yourself. The other ways to declutter is journaling. How is it done? You can write anything that you feel like. Handwriting is not important. Scribble it out. Write down. So, write down, let's say, 4 sentences for now, depending on what topic you're written. What is it that you overthink about? So, write down about 4 sentences with respect to that same thing that you overthink about. So, take a moment to write down. And again, handwriting is not important. Just write down 4 sentences that this is what I overthink, blah, blah, blah. Just write it down. So take about a minute to kind of journaling all your thoughts. It's like a thought outpour. Pour your thoughts onto the sheet of paper without judging yourself at all. No one is ever going to read your book. Even you don't need to reread it. And let your thoughts go here, there, doesn't matter. You're actually decluttering your mind. And keep taking deep breaths while you're decluttering yourself by journaling. In case you finished writing, the next way to declutter is drawing. However silly it may sound, however you might think for yourself that I just can't draw. Trust me, drawing helps. And when I say drawing, you don't have to draw neatly. You could draw a circle, a straight line, a zigzag line, doesn't matter. You don't even need to analyze your drawing. Just draw with respect to what is it that you're overthinking about. Just draw it. Just give a form. You're giving a creative form to what you're overthinking. And you'll be surprised how fantastic this tool is. Sometimes words are not enough to express what an art form can give an expression to. So just draw. Whatever's coming to you, just draw. So again, take a minute to draw. Keep taking deep breaths while we are decluttering ourselves through journaling, through art. Do not judge yourself. Do not ask yourself, oh God, what is this that I'm doing? What am I drawing? No one's going to read it. No one's going to see it. Just draw, just write whatever's coming to you. Take about 30 seconds to finish it. And of course, there would be lots more that's coming out because you've cluttered so much. It's okay. Maybe you can continue it later. But for now, take about 30 seconds to wind up. And another way in which we can declutter ourselves is by speaking. You all are on mute, and in case there's nobody around you, I want you all to speak. Whatever that's coming to you, whatever is into your head, which means into your brain, which means into your mind space, which is unwanted, which is clearly a clutter, speak it out. And it's totally fine to even use abusive language if at all you want to use. Whatever you want to say, stressful thoughts, negative thoughts, blah, 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 just say it out loudly without analyzing, without, you don't have to think those thoughts, you need to speak those thoughts. If you're comfortable doing it, do it right now. So 30 seconds for speaking up whatever is into your system. If you think someone's close to you, write it. But if no one's close to you and you're okay to speak it up, please speak it up. So do that right now. Speak the way you feel like. Maybe you want to express to someone. Maybe you want to express to your God or your own self. Maybe you're feeling agitated, anxious, irritated. Whatever that you want to speak about, what you overthink, say it the way you feel like. There is nobody who's judging you. There's nobody who's seeing you. There's nobody who's hearing you. You're with yourself. The more you declutter, the more you create space for the new to enter in. Do this for yourself. Let go of the past garbage. Keep taking deep breaths while you're doing this. It's very important to breathe deeply. And maybe there's so much more that's coming up. Doesn't matter. Take about 10 seconds to finish doing this. And once you've done this, I want you to breathe with an ah sound. So breathe in. Ah. One more time. And while you're breathing out, become aware of where in your body you're feeling the sensations. So breathe, sorry, breathe in. Ah. Like a nice like a nice sigh. One more time. Breathe in. Ah. And now, let's relax for 30 seconds. Very, very important. It's very important to relax our body and relax our mind, especially our brain. So tell your brain, relax. Every part of your brain, tell your brain, relax. And I want you to really feel your brain to relax. Just like the way we have a bath, I want you to imagine that you're giving a bath to your brain, cleaning it up with soap, shampoo, whatever. Telling your brain, yes, I did all this cluttering for you. I want you to relax now. I want you to stop overthinking. You're safe. Relax. There's no threat. There's no need to overthink. Everything is fine. Breathe deeply. And now tell your body, of course, the brain is also part of the body. So tell your entire body, relax. Relax. You don't need to overthink. We are fine. It's okay. We are safe. Relax deeply. Let every nerve of your body relax. Let every organ of you relax. Let every molecule, every cell of your body relax. Now, wherever you feel the stress in your body, it could be a discomfort, whatever it is you're feeling, if you could touch that body part, tell that body part, relax. I am deeply relaxed. And breathe. And tell that body part, you are deeply relaxed. And now say, we are relaxed. I can relax. I'm at ease. I'm at peace. And stay with this for a little while. Let's say for 30 seconds. I'm at ease. I'm at peace. And whenever you're ready, very, very gently come back and open your eyes. So we are feeling beings who can think, and not thinking beings who can feel. I'm going to repeat. We are feeling beings who can think. We are not thinking beings who can feel. So please remember this. Even a tree who bears fruits, when the fruit gets ripened, the fruit falls. It doesn't hold on to the fruit. What will happen if the tree holds on to the fruit? वो सड़ जाएगा. It will get spoiled. Even the ripened fruit falls. So same way, you don't need to hold on the past garbage, whether it's in the form of thoughts or emotions. You can let go. Every time you're going through an overthinking process, tell yourself, I don't need to do this. I do have a choice. So remember, we are feeling beings who can think. So that's it for today. Any question that anybody has, you can tell me or you can message me personally as well.